So in this episode we're going to be covering the PIR insulation on the roof. There's a rush to get this done, get the car back in due to the snow. Not to mention the looming timeline ready to go back to the track. The first car I'm going to be working on is the Audi TT Mark 1. It's a 2002 1.8 turbo BAM engine. It's currently got an oil leak left over from last season. Oil blowing out from the front of the engine, potentially dipstick or oil filter. When I'm doing the installation, it's worth remembering this is just my garage. It's not a house. This might not be where to learn how to do the installation for your roof. However, this is more than adequate for this situation. I'm only putting up 100mm PIR in between the joists and 25mm over the top. This is simply a hope that the garage becomes a bit more bearable to work in during the winter. Along with this, I'll be installing all the batten lights that were here previously before I repaired the roof, and 3 new spotlights over the lathe. There's lots of different ways to cut the insulation. A lot of the time you're going to see me either with my Milwaukee circular saw or a hand saw. I also have some PIR knives that go in the jigsaw. This is nice, however not very easy to get a straight cut with. As the insulation's 100mm thick, I can't cut through it in one with my circular saw, so I like to score across it with the circular saw, giving me a 90mm depth cut, and then follow this with the handsaw for the last 10mm. This ensures I get a square cut on the side to allow it to fully fit in between the joists. The only downside to using the circular saw is the mess that comes with it, but as I'm in the garage, this is okay. Once I get this stage done, I'll then be able to get on with the car, hopefully aiming to get back on the track in April.
So as I said, we've got 100mm in between and 25 over the top and row of batten lights going up. About 50% of it's done. Let's get on with this next half. As you can see, the electrics are already in, all formed, ready just for filling in. Starting off with smaller areas to pull us up to where the joists are doubled over each other. Then we should be on to straight runs, filling in the rest of the gaps up to the noggins. All these cuts now are working out to an average of 365mm. So I'll cut all these pieces and be back in a minute. So now the 365mm wide pieces are in. That allows me to run the full sections in.
Right, all the 100mm PIR is installed, so we're going to get on to putting the 25mm over the top at the front of the garage. This gives you a look at the final installation. Obviously the rear is already complete with the LED battens up. So I find it easiest just to put up the full sheets and then you can fill in any gaps around that. Obviously some of these are second-hand boards I've used previously, hence why they've got some cutouts in them. But it's a garage, so it doesn't matter too much. I'll fill in all these bits. And then on this side, we still have this strip to do. Straight through. And then I'm going to tape the joins. So that's it, all the installation's up, garage cleared out again. Now we're good to get the car back in. I'll give you a final look at the roof. Could still do with putting up some silver tape over all the joints just to tidy it up a bit, but now that all the lights are in, that's given me much better vision. As you can see over the lathe, you can see better, along with the work table. Mess everywhere at the moment still on that. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and look out for my next video.